So welcome to our fifth video in our plugin series for installing plugins on your self-hosted WordPress site. The last plugin that we're going to be looking at today is a plugin called Jetpack, which is actually a plugin that contains a bunch of other plugins. It's kind of a suite of plugins all contained in one, and it gives you a number of different functionalities, which we'll quickly look at in this video, at least some of them. But to install this plugin, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. Up until now, when I've been installing a plugin, I've been clicking on Add New, and then searching the WordPress plugin repository here. I can go ahead and do that, but I want to show you how you would install a plugin by downloading a zip file and uploading it into your WordPress site. It's really simple and straightforward, but a little bit different. I'm going to open up a new tab and go to Google, and I'm just going to search for WordPress Jetpack plugin, which is going to take me here to the WordPress plugin repository, the Jetpack page, and right in the middle is a big orange button to download it. I'm going to go ahead and save that file and close that, and now jump back to the other tab, and instead of searching for a plugin, I'm going to click Upload. Then I'm going to browse and click Install Now. And that's it. My plugin has been uploaded and unpacked, and it's ready to be activated. So I'm going to click Activate Plugin. Now, much like some of the other plugins that we've been looking at, Jetpack requires you to connect to another service. And in this case, what it's connecting to is a website called at WordPress.com, which is basically a hosted WordPress website for people who aren't hosting their own installation of WordPress, but who still want to use a WordPress blog or website. It's run by a company called Automatic, which happens to also be the company that created Jetpack. So I'm going to click Connect to WordPress.com and open it in a new tab. And it asks me to authorize my website to connect to WordPress.com and use Jetpack by logging in with my WordPress.com username and password, which I happen to have, but I want to show you how you would go about setting up an account. So I'm going to click Need an Account, choose a username. I'll just say Bertus Clarissa. I'm going to put in a password. And then I need to put an email address. I've already used my Gmail account. So a trick that I like to use, if you have a Gmail account, you can put in the first part of your email and then a plus sign and then some other word. And that creates a separate email account. I haven't actually used that one before, so let's just try 2. That creates kind of a separate email account. All of it gets directed to your Gmail inbox, but it allows you to sign up for other services using one single email address and then whatever keyword you want to add to it. So I'm going to go ahead and sign up. If I want, I can update my profile. Go ahead and save that. It says that an email has been sent to this address to activate my account. So I'm going to jump over to Gmail. Log in. And sure enough, there is Activate Bertus Clarissa. And now it's asking me, do I want to authorize my blog, The Clarissa Project, to integrate with Jetpack and WordPress.com. So I'm going to click Authorize. Oops, let's try that again. And it drops me right back into the back end of my website with Jetpack connected to WordPress.com. Up here, this little green button shows me that, and then below that are all the different things that Jetpack allows me to do. So I encourage you to take some time looking at what these various features are. Some of them you need to configure, some of them you don't. One of the ones that we are really interested in is subscriptions, which you don't have to do any configuration for, but basically what it does is it lets people subscribe to your posts and comments so that they can receive an email, either when you publish a new post or when someone else comments on a post that they've commented on. In addition, there's some basic stats that WordPress.com and Jetpack can provide. You can configure those here. There's a spelling and grammar check that's a little bit more robust than what's built directly into WordPress that you can go ahead and configure. There's a contact form. If you wanted to easily put a contact form into your site, you could go ahead and add that. Hover cards for gravatars, math equations, a couple of extra sidebar widgets if you want to experiment with those as well. But that's basically it. You've installed Jetpack. Now the thing to do is explore it a little bit and learn what it can do. And that concludes our 5th video in our plugin series. Hopefully you feel a lot more comfortable about installing and using plugins on your WordPress site.